Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We are here looking back at our Saturday evening championship. Oh my god, that was louder than I expected. I can't turn it down. Hang on, let me get rid of him. Yes, we're looking back at our Saturday evening Clio Cup for round 7 at Suzuka East Circuit. The Virtual Racers Club would like to introduce you to our Saturday evening league, the VRC Clio Cup. This championship will run over 8 rounds using the Renault Clio V6. Each round will consist of a 10-minute qualifying followed by 2 30-mile race distances. The second of which will be the reverse grid of race 1's results. I think that's everything I need to tell you about that. Let me tell you the table and then we'll look at the grid. So at the top of the table we have Guesty on 172 points. Shiren is second on 168 points. iBunting is third on 154 points. Thingamajig is fourth on 141 points. Homesick Alien fifth on 114 points. Rido is sixth on 110 points. Cthulhu seventh on 101 points. Mac Attack is 8th on 98 points. Rivixter 9th on 93 points. Flashman 10th on 81 points. JTX 11th on 30 points. Joker's 12th on 23 points. And GT Racer 13th on 20 points. But obviously those guys at the bottom haven't competed in every round. If you want to look at the tables yourself, you can go to our website www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, where you can keep yourself up to date with all the latest tables and results. So now we'll look at the grid. I don't think there's anything else to tell you. Homesick Aliens in the chat saying evening, and Pat also in the chat saying hi-de hi, ho-de ho. So I haven't practiced the grid, so this will be a bit messy. There's a fly on my telly. Okay, let's have a look. So they qualified for 10 minutes, and I can tell you it was very close stuff out there. And this is what the grid looks like. On pole position we have Homesick Alien in the car 77 blend 37, looking spliffing. Then on the second on the grid, second place, sorry, is iBunting in the car 90, looking brilliant. In third, or on third place, sorry, is a Guesty, the championship leader so far, in car 85. Fourth now we're looking at Team 13, car 69 for Shiren. Then in 5th spot, the GoPro Renault of a Thingamajig. And then down in 6th spot, we have a GT Racer for his second race with us in the Red Bull Clio in a great 6th spot. 7th goes to Rido in his Fast Lane Clio, car 52. Had a win last time out, so Rido on the up. Then in 8th we have a Mac Attack. Before the race he said this is not his circuit, so grabbing 8th in qualifying. On 9th spot is Flashman in the Michelin Clio, car 29. And he qualifies just ahead of Rivixter in 10th in the M&M Clio. So that is how the grid looks before race 1. And we will not waste any more time, and we will get this underway because you guys are raring to see how it goes out. So we're staring at Homesick Alien on the grid in pole. I've clicked OK. We see no lights, but that's alright, we can live without it. It's 22 laps here. It's the equivalent of 30 miles. And there goes Homesick Alien making a great getaway, an absolutely corking getaway. iBunting, not too bad, following him through. Shiren making the jump on Guesty. And there's Thingamajig getting very close behind Guesty. Is he going to try and make a move? Oh, he's got GT Racer up behind him with Mac Attack in 7th, Rido's dropping down to 8th, Rivixter in 9th, he's got himself ahead of Flashman, but up in the front there, Homesick Alien maintaining that place from iBunting and Shiren, all three of them very close to each other. Guesty holding 4th, just ahead of Thingamajig, and GT Racer in 6th behind those guys. He's being followed very closely by Mac Attack in 7th spot, and just behind them Rido recovering that position with Rivixter in 9th and Flashman in 10th. Homesick Alien, he's got iBunting, they've dropped Shiren. Oh, Shiren's dropped right back, he's got Guesty for company, and Guesty makes a position up into 3rd place, and Shiren's trying to come back in the final corner, but he just hasn't quite got a wiggle on there. Had a bit of a wiggle in the middle of the corner, and Guesty grabs that 3rd spot from Shiren, and that's Thingamajig having a look at Shiren. Has he got the momentum? Is he going to try and make a move into the corner? Can Shiren defend? He's leaving the door open. Thingamajig late on the brakes, but no, too far back. Shiren's getting closer to Guesty, and someone's had a big off. There's iBunting, he's gone wide in the 1st corner. Oh my, he's come back onto the track. Homesick Alien still leading. Guesty's moved up into 2nd, Shiren 3rd, and Thingamajig now in 4th with GT Racer right on Thingamajig's case. Mac Attack 6th, and iBunting there rejoining around 7th place, but he's got Rido having a good look up the inside of him. And iBunting having a big one in the 1st corner there, and Mac Attack having a little bit of a wheel on the dirt, saving the car. They were tricky to drive around here, it has to be said. Meanwhile, Guesty's moved up into 2nd, Shiren there in 3rd, Thingamajig in 4th with GT Racer dropping a little further back from Thingamajig. Mac Attack in a 6th place ahead of iBunting, but we know iBunting is very fast. Shall we get on board with Mr. Bunting as we go into the 1st corner, onto the brakes and up the inside of Mac Attack? GT Racer, no, Mac Attack, he's heading for GT Racer now. There's a right little clan of cars right up at the head, so Homesick Alien pulling away from the clan. There is Guesty, Shiren and Thingamajig all right on each other, sitting on Thingamajig's car. You can see the battle ahead between Guesty and Shiren, and this is the championship lead you're seeing there, with Guesty as championship leader, Shiren in 2nd spot. They're coming around the final corner, still holding up positions. iBunting, we saw him get ahead of Mac Attack, and he's catching up with GT Racer, but not quite with him yet. Mac Attack in 7th ahead of Rido, Flashman and Rivixter in 10th spot. So Homesick Alien a 54.6 last time around for him. Guesty managing a 55.5, Shiren a 55.6, and Thingamajig a 55.6. So these guys are all around the same sort of time. GT Racer doing a 55.6 also, with iBunting doing a 54.6. So iBunting on a very much faster pace than the guys around him. Mac Attack in 7th, he did a 55.4, with Rido managing a 55.5, Flashman a 55.4 and a 55.6 for Rido. So you can see how tight these lap times are with each other. And so far Homesick Alien absolutely romping away with it. Guesty in 2nd, Shiren in 3rd, Thingamajig still maintaining that 4th spot, looking good. He's had a bit of a run of form of lady, podium and a win with GT Racer. GT Racer, it looks like iBunting's going for that late break into the 1st corner. He's got balls, and now he's got 5th. GT Racer in 6th, following him around. Wondering if he can get him back at the next corner, but iBunting is pretty fast. And he's rabbiting at the moment, he's on a comeback. So GT Racer down into 6th ahead of Mac Attack, but Mac Attack 55.3 last time around, with GT Racer managing a 55.4. So Mac Attack's slightly faster than GT Racer at this point. Rivixter is catching. Oh, Rido's dropped back. He did a 57.2. He's right on Rivixter's case, who did a 56.2 his last time around, and these two battling it out there for 10th and 9th. Flashman just ahead of those guys. He's lost the pack though. He did a 57 himself, a couple of rough laps on that lap. Homesick Alien managing a 54.8 with Guesty pulling away from Shiren now, and Thingamajig is all up in Shiren's business, managing a 54.8 himself. Shiren only a 55, but Shiren's getting purples this time around, and Thingamajig trying to chase him through. iBunting now up into 5th. and hunting himself a thingamajig. Macatak's got himself, oh, GT Racers had a bit of an off. Sorry, GT, we've got to have a little look, if you don't mind. So, we see he's chasing iBunting into the corner, and it's just a little wide, and it'll bite you, that corner. It really does. It's hard to get away with it. And that isn't really... Oh, just coming out, though. He lost the back end. He didn't need that. And Flashman moving up into 7th, whilst GT Racer tries to settle the Clio down. And Rido is coming around that first corner now. And he's dropped Rivixter. So Rivixter, looks like he's just ghosted. No, he's back in it again. And there is a GT Racer after his recovery, sticking in 8th place ahead of Rido. In the chat, Bunting saying evening all. And Homesick Alien flying across, doing another fast lap at 54.9. Guesty trying to hunt him down at 54.7. So Guesty is on the move. Guesty's on chase. Shiren still has a pesky thingamajig all up there, but he's on a 54.9 now, has Shiren, with thingamajig also doing a 54.9, and iBunting a 54.8. He's catching these guys up, turning this into a race. We're on lap 7 of 22. Macatak there, 55.2 for Macatak. He's pulled away from Flashman. Flashman getting ahead of GT Racer. GT Racer only just ahead of Rido. So he's got to get a move on. Rido, he can do the lap times when he puts it in. 55.5 for him. Oh, the back end of that Renault though, just stepping out on him. Homesick Alien, a country mile ahead of Guesty. 54.8 for him. A 54.6, but plenty of laps to go. We're not even halfway in this race, and Guesty is definitely pulling in Homesick Alien. It might be a 10th or a 2 each lap, but it's definitely happening. There's Shren. He's lost. Oh, where? We've lost Thingamajig. Thingamajig down to 6. Let's have a look at his pain. And now we can see here, he's chasing Shren, giving it some Billy Big Balls. He's a bit quicker than he's gone before. And there he goes. He slides through that final corner. Oh, the pain, the misery. Oh, and there goes iBunting. And Macatak catching up and easily getting past Thingamajig there. 5th place for Macatak. He says thank you very much all day long. And Thingamajig cursing in his car, I imagine. Flashman now seeing a little bit of GoPro, thinking he might be able to catch him up. A couple more mistakes like that from Thingamajig, and he will be Flashman's victim. Excuse me. Homesick Alien then, still leading this race, lap 8 of 22. Guesty's hunting him down. Shiren not too far behind, and now iBunting is really closing in on Shiren. Macatak now up into 5th place, whilst Thingamajig trying to come back, make a recovery out of this, make lemonade out of lemons. And there he is chasing Macatak. Macatak at the 55.0 his last time around. He crosses the line this time with another 55.0. Thingamajig at 55.5. He's got to pull it out faster. Flashman got across the line with the 55.5 also. GT Racer still ahead of Rido, managing his race well. He got a 55.9 last time around. He's managed a 55.8 this time with Rido. He's in the 56s at the moment, and Rivixter's not too far behind those guys. He's in the 55s. Good lap times from Rivixter. But Homesick Alien, he's absolutely flying out there with no one troubling him. And Guesty in a 2nd spot ahead of Shiren. Good for the championship for these guys. iBunting behind them. I think iBunting's missed a round, so he's already dropped his score. One of his scores. Is it 2 scores? I did the rules and I can't remember. I think it's 2 drop scores, 2 rounds. It might be 1 round. I'll recheck the rules. I think it's 2. Don't know. I think it's 2, honestly. I'm not messing about. So Homesick Alien is still leading on lap 10 of 22. We're coming up to halfway. Guesty chasing him down at 55.1 last time from Guesty. 54.6, so Guesty, he's dropping the ball a little bit on lap 9 as Shiren not too far behind Guesty. He wants to see more droppings of balls. And iBunting is really catching up with Shiren, putting some pressure on. Mac Attack in 5th. He's staying ahead of the Thingamajig. Let's have a little look. Shall we try and get in car? Yeah, it's cool in car. So there we see the 2 Clios and battling it out. We might have to cut away to iBunting though, as he is catching up Shiren rather quickly. And you can see Thingamajig trying to get a bit of a tow. I think there is a battle ahead. I think that's a more juicier battle. Shiren and iBunting fighting for 3rd and 4th. And iBunting is really close now, so we will get on board. Oh God, what have I just done? There you go. On board with iBunting. And he's hunting the Russian sensation, who's trying to protect his podium there. Alien leading easily so far. Guesty in 2nd place. Shiren holding on to 3rd, just ahead of iBunting, who is hunting him down at the moment, trying to get into his toe. Heading down to the 1st corner. Mac Attack and Thingamajig, they're very close as well. Let's have a look back at those 2. Mac Attack, there's Thingamajig, he's pulling out. Is he going to try and make a move? Mac Attack's hugging that inside line, and no, Mac Attack stays ahead of Thingamajig into the 1st corner. And iBunting's dropped way back from Shiren. He's got a little breathing space now as iBunting falls further back to Mac Attack and Thingamajig really applying some pressure to Mac Attack in this race, and Mac Attack's gone wide. Oh no, Mac Attack's gone wide. Mac Attack has gone wide, and now he's giving it a pirouette to say I thank you. And there goes Flashman up into 6th. Flashman having a real sneaky race here, keeping his head down, super consistent, staying in those 55s, no spins, and he's up to 6th place with Mac Attack 7th. GT Racer in 8th. Rivixter's got himself ahead of Rido. He's been doing some mighty fine lap times of 55.0 on lap 10. So Rivixter getting into the groove back there with Rido in 10th spot. Also doing good lap times in the 55s, I would say. Homesick Alien still in those 54s though. Guesty, he's just about in the 54s, but not fast enough to catch up with the Alien. Shiren, he's been maintaining that sort of distance from Guesty this whole race. iBunting, he dropped back, he did a 56.7 that last lap. Small mistake from iBunting. Thingamajig gaining that 5th from Mac Attack, having a bit of an off. And Flashman also moving up into 6th with Mac Attack in 7th, but he's got a great distance behind him. Poor old GT Racer, he's pretty much all on his own there. He's doing good lap times. It's just that lap 6, I think, that put him down there, and it's hard to catch up in these cars. You got to wait for someone else to make a mistake, and plenty of people have done that tonight, or that night. Homesick Alien getting purples as he goes around. He wants that fastest lap. I think Guesty may have it. Oh, we can't see. No. But Homesick Alien on lap 14 of 22 here for round 7 of the VRC Clio Cup. And he's absolutely owning this race. Guesty in 2nd place. Not put a foot wrong. It's just the Alien got that jump at the beginning of the race. And Guesty's been chasing him ever since. Shiren holding that 3rd place. People have tried to come and get it off him. Thingamajig and iBunting, but both have failed so far. And Shiren holding that 3rd place on lap 15. iBunting chasing down Shiren though. He's doing some good lap times of 54.9 from iBunting. Shiren doing a 54.9 also. So they are matching each other for pace. Thingamajig, oh no, Thingamajig looks like he's made a mistake. We've got to watch him, see what he did, and laugh at him. One wheel, that was it. One wheel on a curb, and that's what happens to you. Thingamajig recovering himself then in 5th place. 6th is Flashman. He can see the GoPro getting closer. He'll be getting excited. Another position maybe, possibly, for Flashman. Mac Attack following him through. And GT Racer in 8th. He's having a bit of a lonely race, but it does look like Rivixter is catching up. GT Racer, did he ever make a mistake? It doesn't look like it. So Rivixter not too far behind GT Racer Going into the last 7 or so laps. Rido in 10th spot, and Homesick Alien are leading from Shiren. No, Gusty's had an issue. Guesty must have had an issue. There he goes. I feel your pain, brother. It's that bloody final corner. And as he comes up around, and it's just a little late, and there he goes around the long way of the corner, tries to recover very well. Good recovery for Guesty in second place. But Shiren flying around, and Shiren, that's not good for Guesty's championship. Shiren getting points on him. Not good at all for Guesty. So the Russian sensation is up into second spot. I bet he can't believe it. Where did he qualify? 4th? Up 2 places. Good stuff. Guesty down into 3rd. Bunting seeing the back of the ghetto car and thinks, hey up. Hey up. I'm getting purples. I'm still in this race. Thingamajig in 5th. We saw he's had at least 2 offs in this race, and Flashman is chasing him down. Flashman in the zone. Hasn't been out the 55s this whole race. He's on it. Ooh, I thought he'd lost a bit there, but no. And Thingamajig pushing too hard. Look at that, a 1 minute. Wow. So Thingamajig clinging on to that 5th place with his fingernails. Flashman in 6th. Mac Attack looks like he's dropped a little bit further back from Flashman. A small mistake for Mac Attack. And GT Racer, it seems to be keeping that distance from Rivixter in 9th. And Rido's having a nightmare. Did a 1 minute on lap 15. He's got the leaders catching him up. And there is the leader, Homesick Alien, in his Nescafe Blend 37. We love a lovely warm beverage. The Williams replica touring car, I think it's fantastic. If there is an end of season livery vote, that is going to be the one I put forward. I don't know if it's the hosts that put them forward, but that might be the one I put forward from the Clio Cups. It's a very nice looking car. And there he goes, starts lap 18 of 22. Shiren in second place. Gifted for him. He'll be nervous though, because Guesty's coming back. 55.1 for Guesty last lap. Shiren managing a 55.1 also, matching each other. Nothing in it. And Bunting did a 56 that last lap for him. Not great. Thingamajig in 5th place, still holding off Flashman. There's a yellow flag. Who is it? Oh, it's none of those lot. Is it Rido? It could be Rido. I think Rido getting off of the track to get out of the way of the leaders there is what we saw. So Homesick Alien bringing it around the final corner to start lap 19. Kaboom. Shiren in second. Oh, Shiren losing it on the final corner. Has he kept hold of it? There's Guesty on his way. And it looks like Guesty's going to get that second spot back. Can he? Because Shiren looks like he's holding on to it. Shiren's gone very defensive on the inside of the corner. Guesty's having a look around the outside. They're side by side going into the corner. Guesty's trying to bring it over into the inside, but he can't quite do it. And there, Shiren, he saves it. Shiren, whew. He has a big sigh of relief in the car, but now Guesty is all up in his business. So Shiren's not going to have it in an easy last, 3-4 laps? This lap, and then another 2. Possibly 20, 21, 22, 3. Can't count. So Homesick Alien, there's Shiren just clinging on with Guesty coming very close to him in the final laps of this race. Bunting in 4th. He can see it all happening in front of him. He thinks if those two start racing each other, they'll slow each other down, and he can get himself inserted into that podium battle. Thingamajig holding on to that 5th ahead of Flashman. Did a 55.3 last time around and a 55.2 this time around. We know he can do the 54s, we can sell. He's gone into safe mode, a couple of little offs, and he's driving that car slower than it can go. 55.7 for Flashman, and last time around Mac Attack in 7th. GT Racer has caught up Mac Attack. He's been doing some good lap times. Mac Attack did a 57 and a 1 minute. He's had a couple of really poor laps these last couple of laps for him, and GT Racer closing him down. Is he thinking he could get a position? A Rivixter there in 9th, and Rido Just try and stay out of the way. Oh no, no, GT Racer's made a small mistake. Sorry, GT. As he goes into the first corner, and yes, it's that curb. We've all felt it. And wow, what a beautiful spin though, and a lovely recovery. Look at that. I like that. Cracking stuff, GT Racer. Great spin and recovery there. Homesick Alien, and he hasn't lost a position, I don't think. GT Racer. Rivixter is ghosted. He did a 104.0 last time around. Looks like he's not on board. So GT Racer, that saves his bacon a lot and keeps his 8th place. On lap 21 now, Homesick Alien hasn't seen a soul all race. He sees Rivixter now, and he heads around. Guesty has got Seren. He did get Seren then. Oh, we'll have to go back a bit. I'm sorry guys, we missed that one. When did this happen? So here we see, oh, they're both sliding through the final corner. They're side by side. How exciting. Oh, nearly no road for Seren, but there was just enough to stay there. And Guesty alongside, but he's just edged ahead of Seren there. Sheren's got back behind him, coming to attack him into the corner. And he's looking very close. A little nudge, a little kiss for Guesty there, saying, "Why, you dog, you got past me, you marvel." And Guesty back up into second, Seren down into third, and I bunting. This is playing into his hands wholeheartedly. He's loving this. These two battling away helps his cause. Homesick Alien, as he just started lap 22, he's just coming around the final corner to start his final lap. And there is Guesty ahead of Seren. This is some tight fighting here, and iBunting is really catching them up. There's a yellow flag, but I think that's Rivixter off of the side of the road. And now they're starting their final lap with Guesty just ahead of Seren. This battle is going to rage. Rage, I tell you. In the chat, Pat saying, I think anyone in the Discord can submit cars for the best livery thing. At least that's how it was last time, I think. And tried to send that previous comment a few minutes ago, but kept getting errors. Ooh. And oh my lord, what's going on here? Oh no! Seren and I bunting. Oh my word, I've got to go back and have a quick look. I didn't see what was going on. I just read the comments, looked up, and I saw cars all over the place. So here we see, we've still got Guesty, Seren, and iBunting into the first corner. iBunting looks like he's just got himself ahead of Seren there on the final lap. Sheren's trying to come back at Guesty. Oh yeah, and there was Seren when iBunting tried to turn in, and he found himself, he had a car full of Seren. It's a tough one to call, and Guesty still maintaining that second ahead of Seren with iBunting in fourth. He tried to get it up the side of, oh, what's that? A yellow flag. I think that's Rivixter again. And a Homesick Alien is coming around, and he finishes there in first place. Well done, Homesick Alien. Guesty, is he just going to cling on to that second ahead of Seren? He does. Seren in third. Take a boo, my son. iBunting finishing in fourth. Very close. Thingamajig bringing it home in fifth spot. Flashman in sixth today. Cracking race. Very consistent from the Flashman. Seventh for Mac Attack, as he brings her home around the final corner and grabs himself seventh place, pulled away from a GT Racer in the end. And there is a GT Racer just coming around that final corner. Rivixter's already finished in 10th, and I believe it's Rido who is sat there. He goes, and there comes a Rido round to finish in 9th, and Rivixter already finishing in 10th. There he goes. Fantastic. Jill saying, led from start to finish. A well-deserved win for Homesick. Well done. Okay, and I'll get you into the second race. The reverse grid of what we just saw. The results of, I mean. So that will put Rivixter on pole. Rido in second. I think GT Racer maybe third, Mac Attack fourth, Flashman fifth. I don't know. Yeah, Thingamajig sixth. I'm on a roll here. Hang on. Thingamajig sixth. iBunting seventh. Seren eighth. Guesty ninth, and Homesick 10th. Yup, sharp as a tool. Right then, let me get rid of the numbers. Let me look at the lead car, Rivixter. He's going to lead him around the final corner for this rolling start for another 22-lap race here at Suzuka East for round 7 of the VRC Clio Cup. And there he goes in his fantastic M&M car, with Rido in second spot, GT Racer in the Red Bull Clio third, Mac Attack in his fourth, Blue Clio, Flashman fifth, GoPro Thingamajig in sixth, iBunting in seventh, Shren eighth for Team 13, Guesty in ninth, and Homesick Alien 10th. And here they go. So Rivixter leading the way into the first corner, and Rido's really late on those brakes. He's out wide. GT Racer grabs up into second, Mac Attack in third, and there is Rido getting back on the track in fourth. Thingamajig in fifth place with iBunting very close behind Thingamajig, and it's all going off. Rivixter leading the way from GT Racer. Mac Attack is in third spot with Rido in fourth. Thingamajig trying to find a way past. iBunting is in sixth, Shren seventh, with Guesty up into 8th, Homesick Alien 9th, and Flashman's dropped down drastically as they make their way around. Thingamajig looks like he's having no, iBunting's up the inside. The iBunting has moved up into 1st, Thingamajig down into 6th, 5th, and Thingamajig down into 6th. He's got Shren looking for a way past. Shren's in the tow. He's pulled out. He's having a look up the inside. Thingamajig doesn't seem to be defending, no, and there you go, beautiful move from Shren right up the inside of Thingamajig. Thingamajig just trying to cling on there, and now there's some battling up ahead with iBunting trying to get past Rido. It's very close between the two of these. Rivixter still leading from GT Racer. Mac Attack in third, Rido struggling around the corner with iBunting all up in his business. Now Shren's catching these guys up, and he's right close to him as well as they come up over the hill, and it's 3 wide into the final corner, 4 virtually if you count Thingamajig in that mix. My lord, you can't see who is where. So it looks to me like iBunting's in 4th, Rido 5th, Shren 6th. Now Thingamajig is down into 7th. He's lost out totally in this race. Unbelievable stuff. Rivixter is leading the way from GT Racer, and Mac Attack in 3rd. You've got iBunting up into 4th, Rido in 5th, Shren is in 6th with Thingamajig in 7th. He's got Guesty and Homesick Alien looking for a way past. This is mental. And Thingamajig, Rivixter's got that pressure from GT Racer. GT Racer's really closing in with Mac Attack very close to these guys as well. And oh my word, Mac Attack and GT Racer started to race each other, giving Rivixter a bit of breathing space. And iBunting's closed up with these guys also. Shren, for a little bit of space there for him. And there is Thingamajig in 6th. He's made up a position. Rido's dropped down into 9th position. He's side by side with Homesick Alien. Oh my word, there's action all up and down the field here, and Rido keeps that 8th ahead of Alien in 9th, and Flashman back there in 10th. Rivixter leads the way for lap 4 of this 22 race, whilst GT Racer, 22 lap race, while GT Racer and Mac Attack try and fight each other out. Mac Attack's got a little sideways, it looks like GT Racer's had enough. Oh my word, GT Racer's sliding back onto the track. Great catch, he's held that 3rd place. iBunting's got through. He's in 3rd ahead of Shren. Shren's looking for a way past. Shren's caught him up very fast. He's up the inside, but oh no, there's a little nudge, and Shren's there waiting, and oh my god, Thingamajig's got into the back of Shren, and someone went into the back. Rido went into the back of Thingamajig. It's all crazy stuff now. Rivixter leading, iBunting, Guesty, Homesick Alien moving up into 4th with all that calamity. Thingamajig in 5th with Rido in 6th. Flashman's moved up into 7th with GT Racer. We saw having a bit of an issue with Shren. Mac Attack is there down there in 9th, and Shren is in 10th. My gosh, that was action-packed. So Rivixter is leading the way. He did a 55.4 his last time around. He's got iBunting chasing him down. iBunting a 55.2 with Guesty in 3rd. Homesick Alien is up into 4th. Can you believe it? He was right at the back. Thingamajig in 5th place chasing Homesick Alien with Rido in 6th. Oh, Rido's out wide. Can he keep it? No, he's lost the back end and he's into the barrier. That gives Flashman another position. Flashman up into 6th. Flashman is loving Suzuka East today. And GT Racer, sorry, is in 7th ahead of Mac Attack. And Shiren has got to make an almighty comeback in this race, with Rivixter still holding on to that lead from iBunting. We'll get on board with the 3rd in the championship, I think we said he was, but I think he's missed a round. So it's going to be very tight near the end of the season. And iBunting closing down on Rivixter, but he can't quite get up the inside. Rivixter just maintaining that M&M Clio in the first corner. Beautiful stuff from Rivixter. Guesty is in 3rd with Homesick Alien 4th, Thingamajig in 5th, Flashman in 6th. Mac Attack's just moved ahead of GT Racer. We'll go and have a quick look. Here these two are racing away. You see Mac Attack coming down the straight, and he moves up into 7th place. We've lost Rido, I believe. Someone's gone. So GT Racer up into 8th. Shiren now in 9th with, I think, Rido going. Rivixter in 1st. iBunting in 2nd. He's absolutely stuck to the back of that Clio. Slides out a little bit in the final corner to try and get a good run on Rivixter down the straight. Guesty closing in on those two, racing ahead. Guesty just getting the fastest lap of the race, I think, with a 54.7. Homesick Alien in 4th, a 54.9 from him. There's Rivixter defending. iBunting looking up the inside of Rivixter, but it's not on. And Rivixter maintains a dominance in the corner. And oh, a little wiggle on from iBunting. A shuffle at the back of the Clio for iBunting there, and Guesty closing ever closer with that fastest lap on his lap counter. Homesick Alien enjoying the race ahead of him. Thingamajig in 5th. He looks like he's having a nice clear race. A big distance back to Flashman in 6th. Mac Attack in 7th. Closing in on Flashman. Flashman doing a 55.6 last time around, and Mac Attack managing a 55.4. So very tight. 58.54 GT Racer, but he's still ahead of Shiren. Shiren having a couple of rough laps there on lap 5 and 4, but he's back on it in lap 6. And here we go. Look at this battle now. We've got Rivixter ahead of iBunting. iBunting trying to get that wide line and swing it tight into the corner, but Rivixter reads it. He's got it covered off. Rivixter doing some absolutely great defending out there, touching the apexes, and iBunting, he's trying to find anything he can to get up the inside of the Rivs, but the Rivs defending like a champ. Rivixter, I believe, has had a podium this season in one of the earlier rounds, and a win is definitely on the cards for the Rivs. We've seen he's got good pace. At the moment he is absolutely being harassed by iBunting, with Guesty just behind those guys. iBunting looking like he's going to try and make an move around the outside. Rivixter keeping that inside covered, and iBunting just ahead of the Rivs, and there goes iBunting. iBunting takes the lead on lap 9. Rivixter, absolutely amazing stuff there, keeping that lead for 9 laps from all that pressure from iBunting. And now iBunting has been released, and he is going to absolutely rab it, with Rivixter in 2nd, trying to hold it with Guesty now. Guesty closing up on them, and they've got a Homesick Alien closing down on those also. A little further back from them is Thingamajig. He's doing 55s. He did a 54.9, a 56 and a 55, a little bit up and down with his lap time. There's an off somewhere. Guesty's had an off. Oh my words. And so's, oh no, it looks like Rivixter's gone. To let us go back in time and see what happens here. So Guesty in 3rd, chasing down the Rivs as they come up around the S's. Making their way up over the hill. Rivixter got it all under control, and that must have been just a little nudge from the Guesty into the corner. And I think Rivixter has left. He's going down. No, he's gone. So Guesty waiting for no man. He's already left. Guesty, you may as well floor it and get on. I think think he's still waiting. He's waiting for Rivixter to come past, but there is no Rivixter anymore. Flashman coming up towards Guesty. And Guesty's still waiting. He doesn't realise, I think. A Mac Attack there in 6th. And I think now Guesty has realised and he's back on it again. So iBunting now leading the way from Homesick Alien. Now Homesick Alien up into 2nd place. Having a great race. 2 races here at Suzuka East. Thingamajig now in a podium position. Would you Adam and Eve it? So Thingamajig up into 3rd place with Flashman in 4th. Guesty is down into 5th with Mac Attack getting closer to Guesty in 6th. Shiren has made it past GT Racer. GT Racer having a couple of tough laps there on lap 8 and 9. And Shiren making his way. He's quite far back from Mac Attack. Whilst iBunting doing his fastest to 54.8 last time around. They're dead on halfway in lap 11 of 22. And iBunting needs this win for his championship, I'd say. Homesick Alien. He's in it for fun because I think he's missed too many rounds to the drop rounds, so he can't be in a championship position, winning position. So I think he's just seeing how high he can get in the championship. And scoring points like that is the best way. Thingamajig having a good run of form of late. Although we don't want to speak too soon. We saw he had offs in race 1. And that could well happen. He's staying at a nice steady pace in the 55.2, 55.1, 55.1. So he's doing everything right on lap 11. There's a yellow flag. There's a yellow flag. iBunting's facing the wrong way. Oh my word. This race is just ever changing. So iBunting coming around that final corner. He just touches a little bit of grass there. He seems to have got away with it, but no, it swings him around into the wall. And iBunting facing the wrong way as Homesick Alien poodles on past for the lead of this race on lap 12. Homesick Alien, race 1 winner. And now leading the 2nd race. On for the double if nothing happens. And Thingamajig up into 2nd. Cracking stuff from Thingamajig. iBunting dropping down into 3rd. Flashman very close as well. Flashman seeing the back, but he's got Guesty keeping him company, and Guesty's on that fastest lap. Mac Attack not too far behind them guys. Did a 55.1 his last time around. Guesty did a 55.2, and Flashman doing a 56. Keep it all calm, Flashman. You can do this, my son. Homesick Alien then leading the way. Coming around to complete lap 12 and start lap 13. And this race just fell for him, didn't it? Great stuff. I mean, he's doing the lap times. You've got to do the lap times. You've got to stay on the grey stuff. But he's done his part of the bargain, and the race has handed him some lovely treats. Thingamajig in 2nd place. Similar story. Keeping his head down. Keeping neat and tidy. And the race seeming to come to him, but ooh, I thought the back end had gone there for Thingamajig, but it seems to be okay. Is he trying to chase the Alien down? The Alien doing 54.8, Thingamajig doing a 55.2. Stay where you are. iBunting then a 107 for him. We saw he had a big off. Guesty's got himself ahead of Flashman. Oh, there's a yellow flag ahead. Oh no! What a calamity! What an absolute jape, eh? What a smeghead. So Thingamajig coming around in a comfortable 2nd spot, loads of space behind him, no need to do anything like that, and there you go. A wheel over the edge of the curb and he is into the wall. So far only losing 1 spot. He's got back up and going again. Guesty is approaching though, and so's Flashman. Oh my word. Thingamajig now having to defend from Flashman. Flashman all up in his business, all at the inside. Flashman going for the move on Thingamajig as Thingamajig recovers. And there you go, the Michelin Clio up into 4th place. Thingamajig down into 5th. Mac Attack a little further down the road in 6th spot. 7th for Shiren, and GT Racer in 8th place. And Homesick Alien, absolutely, look at that, a country mile. It is a bigger gap than he had in the first race. iBunting moving back up into 2nd spot. Guesty in the podium, 3rd. Flashman in 4th, and Thingamajig down into 5th. Trying to fight now for positions. Trying to get that position back off of Flashman. Flashman doing a 57.3 his last time around. A 105.94 thingamajig. Absolutely disgraceful driving. Man should be struck off and disallowed. Macatak saying evening all. And as you see, a thingamajig trying to fight for that position back from Flashman. He's grabbing the toe down the start straight. Having a look into the first corner. Is he going to try and make a move? It's bold, and he's gone for it. It was a bit messy. Over the curbs he went, but he managed to get the jump done on Flashman, and not letting Flashman settle into a nice defensive drive. Striking early while he can, but he's a little bit wild. His thingamajig clinging, snapping those brakes. He's off the road again. This is not the way to drive these Clios. They like a little bit of respect in the corners. They don't like to be slung around. But at the moment, thingamajig, and there he goes again, out wide. Oh my word. He's driving like a complete nutter. He is definitely driving it like a 17-year-old that's just passed his test. And he's using his mum's Clio to nip up to the co-op. And Macatak getting that 5th position from a thingamajig. And a super duper for Macatak. He says yes please. A 54.8 from Macatak on that last lap. So he's definitely on it, and thingamajig is losing time all over the place. So far though, Homesick Alien on lap 16 of 22. He is out there. He's flying. A 54.7 last time around. Bunting in second spot. He's got that fastest lap with a 54.632. And it doesn't look like he's going to catch up the Alien today. But second spot really does help him out in that championship battle with Guesty and Shiren. And Shiren far down the points today. Pat saying he'll be needing some cha-cha-cha. He does. He needs to find his rhythm. Well, he was pushing. Told you can't push. You've got to drive these cars with respect. You've got to treat them like a beautiful woman. You can't be slinging them around in corners. They don't like it. So Flashman doing an absolute blinding job here at round 7, Suzuka East. It's the penultimate round, people. There's only one more Clio Cup round left, and then it's all over. Oh, it's a Laguna Seca as well. It's going to be a juicy one. These cars are going to be undrivable through that corkscrew. The way it drops away, I mean, they can get a little bit unbalanced as it is. Macatak maintaining that 5th from thingamajig. It's like a repeat of a race 1. But this time, Macatak got it all under control. A 55.2 from him last time around. A 55.9. Thingamajig's gauges. There he goes again. Oh my word. He spun it, but hey, that's not a bad spin. That was lovely. Pointing the right way. And here comes the Russian sensation. You're the reason I had a bad race, Shiren. You stopped in the middle of the corner to let GT Racer back on. And Thingamajig dropping down behind 7th. That bloody Russian. So Shiren up into 6th place. Thingamajig having an absolute dilemma of a second race, from 2nd down to 7th. Can you believe it? Hey, I was aware of it while I was driving around. Don't worry, don't you worry. I was totally aware of what I threw away in this race. But everyone was having off. See, it was a hard track to drive. I gotta say, it was a tricky track. Homesick Alien then on his way around for his 19th tour of Suzuka East course. Hasn't put a foot wrong at all. Absolute synergy between man and machine here. He's driven the Clio absolutely beautifully. Bunting in second spot. Could have been. Also, he knows what he's like. Having a little spin here and there. Guesty also had a bit of an off. Everyone's had their moments. Flashman has had an absolute corker of a race though, I must say. Flashman, apart from Homesick Alien, has got to be man of the round. Keeping it nice and steady, staying out of trouble, no offs, and having an absolute corker. They're in 4th place, ahead of Macatak in 6th, but Macatak 54.4 a 55.4, sorry, last time around. Flashman managing a 55.9. Was that this time? 55.9 for Flashman. No. Yeah. So Makatak a lot faster than Flashman at the moment. Flashman under threat in the last 2 laps of this race. Homesick Alien a 55.0 for him. Last time around, Bunting in second, 55.3. It looks like these are all too far apart to be able to affect each other. The top 3, Flashman in 4th. That's the closest race, I think, with Makatak very close behind. Shiren absolutely dropping home Thingamajig. Did a 54.7 his last lap, with Thingamajig doing a 55.0. GT Racer, he's doing good lap times. It's just them, all of them are good lap times. Just had an issue in that first half of the race. And Homesick Alien, what can you say? What can you say? It's a good job he wasn't here for every round. He would have been up there fighting for this championship for sure, because I think he's always on the podium when he's around. Bunting in second spot, bringing it home. We're nearly on the last lap. Homesick Aliens just going around the final corner to get onto the start straight, to start the final lap of round 7, race 2 for the double win. Oh, what a driver, what a guy. And Bunting a cracking second spot, could have been the win. He was leading, he dropped it, and he came back to second. Guesty also up there early on, had his moment with Rivixter. He's had a good comeback in this race. He was down to about 4th, 5th. Oh, Makatak's got himself ahead of Flashman. Oh no, oh, we'll have to click back, sorry. Makatak's had his moment. Oh, there we go. Where was it? Bloody hell. It was last lap, sorry. So we're not on the final lap yet. Now we are. And there we see Makatak up the inside. It's the same place Thingamajig got him. I think Flashman just too cautious into that first corner, but it's worked for him. Don't want to say anything about his style, because he's in 5th place. Oh, Thingamajig's got himself back ahead of Shiren as well. Shiren doing a 58.9 on his last lap, and he's out again. Oh my word, Shiren having an absolute pickle of a race. Hey, I'm Pickle Rick, yo! And Thingamajig back up into 6th. I imagine after the race he's had, he'll take that. 7th for Shiren. GT Racer still doing those good lap times. Unfortunately, he's ended up back there because he was on it. And there is Homesick Alien on his final lap to take that second win. Bunting looks like it's a dead cert for second spot today. And Guesty in 3rd. That championship table is going to look very interesting when it's released tomorrow. And Makatak in 4th. That's not a bad race from Makatak in the end, getting that 4th spot off of Flashman. Oh, I feel for Flashman though. It was hard earned for that 4th. He done well. But still 5th place. It's not a terrible position. Thingamajig in 6th spot, chasing them down. Oh no, I missed Homesick going across the line. I'm sorry. Here we go. Here comes Homesick Alien. An absolute cracking race from the Alien as he brings it home for the double win of round 7. Congratulations. Brilliant stuff for the Renault Clio. Bunting bringing her home in 2nd. I imagine he wished he'd had the win. He could have had the win, with Guesty grabbing 3rd. Take a boo, my son, and the fastest lap for Guesty. Makatak brings her home in 4th position, with Flashman in 5th. Thingamajig grabbing 6th. Shiren coming around for that 7th spot. Ooh, he's slunging it out though. He's slinging it out. GT Racer isn't that far behind for him to get away with that sort of stuff. And here comes GT Racer. I think Shiren, bless him, is he punishing himself for the early infringement? But GT Racer comes around and finishes in 7th, and Shiren is making his way round. Whoo-wee! And that was round 7 of the Clio Cup. How much fun can you have? big, huge congratulations to Homesick Alien there in his Nescafe Blend 37 Renault Clio. Had an absolute blinder to get 2 wins today. iBunting grabbing second place, another podium to add to his medal collection. Guesty, great third spot. He's got white overalls. We've got to do something about that. I want him in some black and orange overalls, and hopefully it will happen soon. Mac Attack grabbing 4th. Oh god, blurry. There you go. Mac Attack grabbing 4th from Flashman there near the end of the race. Great race from Mac Attack. Flashman finishing in 5th. Mr. Consistent today, and he got the positions for it. Thingamajig, oh my god, what a race he had, eh? In 6th, a GT Racer grabbing 7th from Sharon in the end there. And Sharon, not his best race, it has to be said. Oh, he's done 54s though. He had the pace today. Just some, well, thingamajig moments, we'll call them. That's round 7, and there's only one more left, Laguna Seca. So join me next Monday for the replay and to see how it all ends during this week. What do we got? What we got? We ain't got nothing till a live stream is Thursday for the WRX Challenge. We're back on the mud, so that's always fun. Then Friday we've got the Max 5s. I want to say they're at Interlagos. I'm just going to say everything's at Interlagos when I don't know where it is. And then Sunday night we've got the HPEC at Interlagos. I don't know. Check our website. They're on there. www.virtualracersclub.co.uk. Thank you very much. Join us for round 8 next Monday. I think we're at Interlagos. Thanks for watching, everyone. Oh, there's more chat. Sorry, I've missed some chat. Pat saying the thingamajig needs some cha-cha-cha. He does. Jill saying, well done, Homesick. A great double whammy. Guesty saying, congrats, Homesick. Perfect drive. Mac Attack saying, well done all. Good racing. And Pat saying, Group 2 race tomorrow night. I think, yeah, it's not streamed. It's not streamed, I don't think, because I don't know. Rivix hasn't asked. He hasn't asked anything. I don't know. I've asked him a couple of questions in the Discord, if it was going ahead or not. I don't know. Pat's telling me more. So Max 5 is at Interlagos. HPEC's at Interlagos. No, it's not. Max 5's at Kyoto Miyabi, and HPEC is at Spa in the rain. So well worth joining us for. And I don't know why we're watching Saran. We should be looking at Homesick. He was the winner today in more ways than one. 2 wins. That's going to help him in the table. That's got to get him past Thingamajig. That's got to get him up into 4th, I reckon. And we will see next week. Thank you everyone for checking us out here at the Virtual Racers Club. If you liked it, like it, put a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, do a thumbs down. If you want to watch more, you click on subscribe, and then these come up. And if you want to be notified, you click the bell. And if you don't want any of that to happen, then don't press them buttons, because that's not what you want to happen. Thank you for watching. That was a Monday evening here at the Virtual Racers Club. I was your commentator and your host, Holden Epere, and I will catch you on Thursday night, I think. Boom, boom. See you laters.